Hey guys, this is Gabin again, and I'm here to actually finish off what we started, and we were working on inequations, right? So here we are going to learn how to solve inequations, right? And actually graph them and write the solution in a proper way or in a formal way. Alright, so let's get started. The first example that we go is 3a plus 13 is less than or equal to 8 minus 2a, right? Now, the way you solve an equation is the same way as equations. So assume this is the equation and then you solve that way, right? So it's pretty simple and straightforward. So let's get started with this one. Here what I will do is equivalent sign. So I'm gonna have 3a. Now if I'm trying to solve for a, let's move a on the left hand side. So we have to add a to a on both sides. If you do that, you have plus 2a, and then we are going to subtract 13 on both sides. So in this side we have 0, but then on this side we're gonna have 8 minus 13, right? So on the next line we're going to have 5a is less or equal to -5, right? So what is a equal to? A is less or equal to -1, right? So this is a solution, right? So how do you actually write this? How do you graph this? We have learned how to graph solutions, right? So the way you would do this is just something from what we did last video. We are going to have a number line. Let's have number line. If I have my 0 maybe here, I have 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. Now the question says a is less than or equal to -1. So where's -1? Here is -1, and a is included because it's less or equal to. Now we are going left or right. A is less than or equal to -1. So the number on the right here, they are bigger than -1. So you have to go on the left, right? So this is a part of our solution, right? So how do you write this solution? The way you write this solution in a formal way is you're going to have, because it's going to -infinity toward the -infinity. So you're going to have -infinity, close bracket, and -1, right? But -1 is a part of the solution, so you have that. So this is our solution for this particular example. I hope it makes sense, and if you have any question, leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. However, I have got another question for you. The last question that we're going to do is yeah, let's do it. And it can look complicated, but it's easier once you see how it's solved. So we have got 3 parts, right? X minus 12 is strictly less than 5x minus 8 and less than or equal to 2x plus 7. Now you might wonder, how do I get started with this? The way you start with this, you have to realize that you have got 2 signs here, right? You have got 2 signs, you have got 2 inequations within one question, so you have to break it down. The way you break this down is you're gonna have the first part of the equation as set as x minus 12 is strictly less than 5x minus 8, and in the middle, this is the way you read is and you're going to have 5x minus 8 less than or equal to 2x plus 7. So we are now, what does this mean? This means we will be solving 2 inequations at the same time, right? So let's get started with the one on the left. So here, as I said, we are solving for x, right? What can we do? What we can do, we can shift x on the right hand side because you have got more x's on the right hand side. So here we're gonna have -12 less, when we subtract x on both sides, here you end up with 4x minus 8, and on the next line you can still have 4x, but this time we are adding 8 on both sides. When you add 8 on both sides, on this side you have plus 8 minus 12, and then this side just star, so you end up with negative 4 is less than 4x. And so we're solving for x, we have x less than negative 1 is less than x, right? On the right hand side, we are solving for x, so let's subtract x, 2x on both sides, right? So we can get rid of x on this side, and we have 5x minus 2x, and then we are adding 8 on both sides, so we can get rid of 8 on the left hand side. When you do that, you have 7 plus 8, and then here you have 3x's, and then here 15, right? So x is less than or equal to 5, right? Now, so we have negative 1 is strictly less than x, and this x is strictly x is less than or equal to 5. This side is good, but can we change this to be on the right side? Because here we are reading as negative 1 is strictly less, or negative 1 is less than x, right? So if we start with x, how would we say? We would say x, if we see and say, we would say x is greater, right? X is greater than negative 1, yeah? All right, so let's graph this. So I'm going to have my 0 here, negative 1, negative 2, and then I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe I have 6 here, right? So we are starting with x is greater than negative 1. Where is negative 1? Here is negative 1. So negative 1 is not part of the solution, and we go this way, alright? And on the other side we have x is greater than, x is less or equal to greater than 5, right? So here is our 5 is here, and x has to be less than that. So our solution for this one, we go all the way this side. Right, now the way you graph two solutions is you find what they have in common, the intersection between this side. What do they have in common? They have this side here. This is the solution, and 5 is actually included, yeah? 5 is included. 5 is included. So the formal way to write this, how you write this is you have negative 1 and 5 with curly bracket, right? So this is our solution for the question. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your support. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.